Are you riddle ready? You look ripe for riddles to me. You look like you could even outsmart 44 tricky little teasers. Yes, I'm here with 44 riddles for you to solve, and here is how it works. I will say the riddle to you, and you will answer my riddle. Then I will share with you the commonly accepted answer to that riddle. If your answer is not the same, it doesn't necessarily mean that your response is incorrect, okay? On occasion, there is more than just one answer. So please remember, my intent here is to relax, and delight you with some light puzzles. It's not to rile you up or make you want to tear your hair out. Please keep that in mind during this riddle session. As I love to, I will, between riddles, that is your cue to know that one riddle has ended and another has begun. Now, let's turn your brain into a pretzel, shall we? Starting with our first riddle. Riddle number 1. A red house is made from red bricks. A blue house is made from blue bricks. A yellow house is made from yellow bricks. What is a greenhouse made from? Red bricks. What is that greenhouse made from? The answer to that riddle is glass. The greenhouse is made from glass. How can a man who shaves several times a day still sport a long beard? How can a man who shaves several times a day still sport a long beard? How can that man The answer is he's a barber. He can still sport that long beard because he's a barber. I have branches, but no fruit, trunk, or leaves. What am I? I have branches, but no fruit, trunk, or leaves. What am I? I have branches, but no fruit, trunk, or leaves. What could I possibly be? Branches, The answer is a bank. A bank has branches, but no fruit, trunk, or leaves. During which month do people sleep the least? During which month do people sleep the least? Which month are people sleeping? February is the month that people sleep the least, because there are usually fewer nights in February. What begins with a T ends with a D and has T in it. What begins with a T ends with a T and has T in it. Begins with a T, ends with a T, has T in it. Begins, ends, has. The answer is a teapot. A teapot begins with a T, ends with a T, and has T in it. Reginald brought his wife to the hospital because she was suffering from appendicitis. The doctor removed her appendix. 5 years later, the very same Reginald brought his wife in again, this time for appendicitis. How is this possible? How could Reginald bring his wife in for appendicitis again if she had her appendix removed? How could Reginald bring his wife in again? She already had her appendix removed. How could they remove an appendix twice? Would she regrow it? Is she regenerating her appendix? Is she capable of regeneration? How would it be capable of regeneration? Do you know how she did it? The answer is Reginald divorced and remarried. So his new wife got her appendix out too. A doctor gives you 3 pills and tells you to take 1 every half hour. How long will the pills last? If a doctor gives you 3 pills and tells you to take 1 every half hour, how long will the pills last? A doctor tells you to take a pill every half hour. How long will those pills last? How long will those pills last? The answer is, you ready? 1 hour. Those pills will last you 1 hour. You're running a race, and you pass the person in 2nd place. So, what place are you in? If you're running a race, and you pass the person in 2nd place, what place are you in now? What place are you in now? The answer is 2nd place. You are now in 2nd place. Which tire doesn't move when a car turns right? Which tire doesn't move when a car turns right? Which tire doesn't move when a car turns right? Which tire? Don't they all? Don't they all move when the car turns right? Don't they? The answer is a spare tire. A spare tire doesn't turn right when all the other wheels turn right. 4 ducks. There are 4 ducks. They are in a square formation. What is easy to get into, but hard to get out of? What is easy to get into, but hard to get out of? What is easy to get into, The answer is trouble. Trouble's easy to get into, but hard to get out of. Let's get into some trouble together. What can be cracked, made, told, and played? What can be cracked, made, told, and played? Cracked, made, told, and played. The answer is a joke. A joke can be cracked, made, told, and played. You're in a dark room with a candle, a wood stove, and a gas lamp. You only have one match, so what do you light first? You're in a dark room with a candle, a wood stove, and a gas lamp. You only have one match, so what do you light first? If you're in a dark room with a candle, a wood stove, and a gas lamp, what do you light first? The answer is the match. You're lighting the match first in order to light anything else, right? Right. What has a ring but no finger? What has a ring but no finger? A ring but no finger. Ring but no finger. But no finger. The answer to what has a ring but no finger is a phone. A phone has a ring but no finger. Not yet, at least. What can you hold in your left hand but not in your right? What can you hold in your left hand but not in your right? What can't I hold in my left hand? The answer is your right hand or your right elbow. You can't hold either of those things in your right hand. I think the right elbow is more fitting. I think you can still kind of hold your right hand, right? But your right elbow. Someone please show me that you can hold your right elbow, please. That's quite a feat. A man is looking at a photograph of someone. His friend asks who it is. The man replies, "Brothers and sisters, I have none. But that man's father is my father." father's son. Who was in the photograph? What an interesting way to answer someone. When his friend asked who it was, he said, "Brothers and sisters, I have none. But that man's father is my father's son." Who was in the photograph? Who was in the photograph? This one still tricks me out. Do you know? Do you know who's in that photograph? Do you know who's in that photograph? The answer is his son. His son was in the photograph. The person who makes it sells it. The person who buys it never uses it. The person who uses it never knows they're using it. What is it? If the person who makes it sells it, and the person who buys it never uses it, and the person who uses it never knows they're using it, what could that possibly be? What could that possibly be? Sells it, buys it, never uses it. Uses it, never knows they're using it. The answer is a coffin. A coffin. A coffin, a coffin, a coffin. Although, I do feel like I've heard of people buying their own coffin. Confirm if you've heard that too. I can be long or short. I can be grown or bought. I can be painted or left bare. I can be round or square. What am I? Long or short, grown or bought, painted or left bare, round or square. What am I? What am I? What am I? What do you think I am? The answer is a nail. I am a nail. I am a word of letters 3. Add 2, and fewer there will be. What am I? I am a word of letters 3. Add 2, and fewer there will be. What am I? Word of letters 3. Two, and fewer there will be. What could it possibly be? The answer is few. F-E-W. Few. 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 What has 4 legs? 1, 2, 4. But only 1 foot. What has 4 legs? But only 1 foot. 4 legs. Only 1 foot. What kind of creature? The answer is a bed. is 6 feet. He's an assistant at a butcher's shop, and he wears size 9 shoes. What does Paul weigh? If Paul's height is 6 feet, and he's an assistant at a butcher's shop, and he wears size 9 shoes, what does Paul weigh? What does Paul weigh? The answer is meat. Paul's an assistant at the butcher shop, so he's weighing meat. I think that one's my favorite. What comes once in a second, twice in a decade, and never in a century? What comes once in a second, twice in a decade, and never in a century? Once in a second, twice in a decade, a century, a century. The answer is the letter D. The letter D comes once in a second, twice in a decade, and never in a century. Tricky. What has a heart that doesn't beat? What is a heart that doesn't beat? What is a heart that The answer is an artichoke. An artichoke has a heart that doesn't beat. An artichoke, artichoke. What has 13 hearts, but no other organs? What has 13 hearts, but no other organs? 13 hearts, but no other organs. Organ. 13 hearts. 13, that's a lot of hearts. With no other organs. What are these creatures? 13 hearts, no other organs. 13 hearts. The answer is a deck of cards. A deck of cards has 13 hearts and no other organs. What do an island and the letter T have in common? What do an island and the letter T have in common? What do those two things have in common? What do those two things have in common? The answer is they are both in the middle of water. They are both in the middle of water. That is the answer. I have cities, but no houses. I have mountains, but no trees. I have water, but no fish. What am I? I have cities, but no houses. I have mountains, but no trees. I have water, but no fish. A map. I am a map. I am a map. How far can you walk into the woods? How far can you walk into those woods? How far can you walk into the woods? Yes. How far can you walk into the The answer is halfway. You can walk halfway into the woods. After that, you are walking out. You are walking out. I'm not alive, but I can die. What am I? The answer is a battery. A battery is not alive, but it can certainly die. I am the beginning of sorrow and the end of sickness. You cannot express happiness without me, yet I am in the midst of crosses. I am always in risk, but never in danger. You may find me in the sun, but I am never out of darkness. What am I? The beginning of sorrow, the end of sickness. You can't express happiness without me, yet I'm in the midst of crosses, always in risk, never in danger. You can find me in the sun, but I am never out of the darkness. What am I? The answer is the letter S. 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 I have no eyes, no legs, or ears, and I help move the earth. What am I? I have no ears, and I have no legs, and I have no eyes, but I still help move the earth. What could I possibly be? What could I possibly be? How am I moving the earth without those things? The answer is an earthworm. I am an earthworm. I have keys, but no locks, and space, but no rooms. You can enter, but you can't go outside. What am I? I have keys, but no locks, and space, but no rooms. You can enter, but you can't go outside. What am I? What am I? What am I? What am I? The answer is a keyboard. I am a keyboard. First, you eat me, then you get eaten. What am I? First, you eat me, then you get eaten. a fishhook. I am a fishhook. If you eat me, and then you get eaten. It's a clever one. What is able to go up a chimney when down, but unable to go down a chimney when up? What is able to go up a chimney when down, but unable to go down a chimney when up? What is able to go up a chimney? What is that? What do you think that is? Chimneys, man, chimneys. The answer is an umbrella. An umbrella, 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 umbrella. What's something that copies your looks, but not your sound? What is something that copies your looks, but not your sound? Something that copies your looks, but not your sound. Copycat, copycat, copycat. The answer is a mirror. A mirror copies your looks, but not your sounds. Imagine. What's something that gets warmer the more it cools? What is something that gets warmer the more it cools? Cool, 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 cool. Gets warmer the more it cools. What's something? The answer is an air conditioner. An air conditioner gets warmer the more it cools. What is something that has a lot of problems not many people are eager to solve? What is something that has a lot of problems that not many people are eager to solve? Not many people eager to solve them. Not many people eager to solve them. But what do you think? There's a lot of problems not many are eager to solve. The answer is a math book. A math book has a lot of problems not many people are eager to solve. I'm definitely one of those people. I do not want to solve any problems in a math book, no thanks. A group of 10 ostriches are in a field. If 4 of them take off flying, how many are left in the field? A group of 10 ostriches are in a field. If 4 of them take off flying, how many are left in the field? 10 ostriches in that field, 4 take off flying. How many are left in the field? How many are left in that field? 4 take off flying. The answer is all of them. They're all left in the field because ostriches can't fly. Fun factoid. Why did the scarecrow win an award? Why did the scarecrow win an award? Why did the scarecrow win an award? What do you think? This one's a little cheesy. It's kind of more like a joke, I feel like, but the answer is the scarecrow won an award because he What is bought by the yard and worn by the foot? What is bought by the yard, and worn by the foot? Bought by the yard, The answer is carpet. Carpet is bought by the yard and worn by the foot. What kind of dress can never be worn? What kind of dress can never be worn? The answer is an address. An address can never be worn. What has 3 feet but can't walk? 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 3 feet but can't walk. The answer is a yardstick. A yardstick has 3 feet but can't walk. You go at red and stop at green. What am I? You go at red and stop at green. What am I? You go at red and stop at green. What am I? 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 The answer is a watermelon. I am a watermelon, watermelon. I am higher without a head. What am I? I am higher without a head. What am I? Higher without a head. What am I? What can be higher without a head? What? The answer is a pillow. A pillow. A pillow. A pillow is higher without a head. How big is it? How big is it? How big is it? The answer is it's 2. It's 2 letters long. But thanks for that. Are you a riddle rock star now? Did you get them all right? Will I ever get one right? That's why I tell them and don't try and solve them. It's gonna be a disaster if I do that. But if you feel relaxed and had fun, or at least chuckled awkwardly at my expense with these hokey riddles, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. And you know I love to read your answers, so please, please share them. Until next time,